Okay, so you always start off with x plus y equals some total amount of something. Okay, so in this case, what are we talking about? We got hot dogs and we got sausages. Okay? Now, I know that collectively we sell how many of them? 500. So that then acts as my total. We're selling 500 of them. So what we're going to do is we're going to say that the number of hot dogs we have is X, the number of bratwurst we have or sausages we have is Y, and we're going to say X plus Y equals 500. So that's your first equation. Now again, if you were sitting there right now going, I never would have come up with that. I cannot tell you how many times I've been in the class where the teacher showed me something and I thought to myself, I would have looked at that for 20 years and that would never have been my idea. Okay? And I remember one time asking the professor about it. Why did you do that? And he said, because somebody showed me. And I show you. And one day you show somebody else. Today, I show you. Because someone showed me. One day you show someone else. All right? X plus Y equals 500. Now, I got to deal with the money. How much am I making on each hot dog we sell? 4x plus $5 times y. So you're making 4 times however many hot dogs you sell. You're making 5 times however many sausages you sell. And at the end of the day, how much money are you making altogether? $2,200. Did everybody see that? Now we have 2 equations. Now at this point, what I would love to be able to do is cancel either the x's or the y's. But they won't cancel the way they are, so what must I do? Multiply by?
-4.
If I multiply by -4, what will happen? -4x plus 4x will cancel. If I want to cancel the y's, what could I use to multiply? Say it again. -5. If I wanted to cancel y's, I could do -5, and that would do -5y plus 5y. That would cancel. So people will say, which one do I use? It's personal preference. Okay, I'm going to use -4 for no good reason, other than just I want to use -4. So -4, and distribute that to all 3 pieces, please. Distribute that to all 3 pieces. This is -4x minus 4y equals -2,000. Okay. 4x minus 4x, cancel. 5y minus 4y is y equals 200, right? 2,200 minus 2,000 is 200. Okay. Now, if you sell 200 sausages, how many hot dogs did you sell? And you get that by subtracting off the 200. Okay. Did everybody see that? Now again, it's not that you had to know it right away, but that you have to look at it and at least go, you know what, that kind of makes sense. Okay? Kind of makes sense. And probably most importantly, that once you get it set up, that you're able to solve it. There's nothing worse than being able to set it up and then getting there and go, what am I supposed to do? I don't know. This is like all the other problems I don't know how to do. Okay? The one thing I hear from students all the time is, you know, if you set it up for me, I could do it. Well, that's not always accurate. Because if that were the case, you'd get like an 80 on the test instead of a 75 or a 60. Okay? Let's take a look at the next one. So, how do you handle this? Well, what was the first equation we have to create? We always create one equation that is what? X plus y equals something. Total. It's x plus y equals something. Now, how much are we investing altogether?
12,000.
12,000. So basically what you see here is I'm going to let the 7% be the X. I'm going to let 9% be the Y. And the total amount of money I'm investing is $12,000. Now, you have to assume that you're investing the entire $12,000. Now, if that were me, I'd be stopping at Chick-fil-A, getting me a sandwich on the way to go invest that $12,000. I'd be walking in there going like this. I got $11,990. What happened? Yeah, I had to get a milkshake. Sorry. Okay. We're investing the whole amount. Okay. Now, what does simple interest mean? And a lot of people go like this. I don't have any idea what simple interest means. Simple interest is what you pay when you pay tax. So, let's say you go out and, you buy a $100 pair of shoes. And you got to pay 7% sales tax. Well, it's 107. Now, how do you get that? 7% is 0.07. It is not 0.7. No, not 0.7. And I see people on the test who, even though I just went, no, not 0.7, are going to put 0.7. And when they do that, they're going to end up with an answer that's negative. And they're going to say to themselves, this ain't right. And then they're going to change it to a positive number just because they think that's what you're supposed to do. Okay? It's 0.07. So simple interest is just 0.07 times however much you invest. So here we go. 0.07x plus 0.09y equals how much interest did you earn? 900.
See, I was going to do that, but I didn't want to. I was thinking I was making it too difficult, so I didn't.
This is difficult.
I see that.
No, that was a question, not a comment. Okay.
More difficult than not putting 0.07.
Oh,
I
yes.
just put 7 and 9.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
what I did.
Yes, you're right. Putting 7 and 9 is a lot easier, but we're all going to put 7 and 9 after I multiply through by 100
Yeah.
and clear the decimal. Okay. I see what you mean now. I was confused as when you said it was more difficult. I was like, what is he talking about? X plus Y equals 12,000. 7x plus 9y equals, that's going to be 90,000. Okay. And this is the one area where I see a lot of people start getting scared. These numbers are starting to kind of balloon up. And you're like, big numbers usually don't mean things good for me. I don't know what happened. It's okay. Okay. How can I get rid of the x's? Multiply by, William? I can multiply by -7. That would get rid of the x's. I could also multiply by -9, and that would get rid of the y. So either one you want to choose, I would encourage you to use one of those two. For the purpose of our discussion, I'll choose -7. -7, -7, and -7. So what do we get? -7x minus 7y equals -84,000. Okay. Adding straight down, these cancel by design. 9y minus 7y is 2y equals 6,000. Divide by 2, divide by 2, and y is equal to 3,000.
My answer was really close though.
If y is 3,000, what's x?
9.
9,000. X plus 3,000 equals 12,000.